If you feel exhausted every single time you finally make it home, and it's whenever you're out with friends or with coworkers or whatever it is, I want you to ask yourself this question. Are you performing, or are you allowing yourself to exist as your authentic self? The reality is that so many people are hyper aware, hyper vigilant of other people's actions and perceptions and opinions around them, that they are physically exhausting themselves because they are trying to people please and perform in a way that will make them be more likable or more understandable to other people. And because of that, you are standing in the way of allowing yourself to show up as your most authentic self. And you are physically exhausted because you are constantly trying to please every single person around you, which is impossible. And if you are an empath, you may be doing this especially because you are constantly aware of how your thoughts and your actions and your words may make other people feel. So you are hyper aware of it. You are always living in the mind instead of in the body. So by the time you get home, you are exhausted because you are being so aware of everyone else's opinions and thoughts around you that you forgot to exist as yourself, and you forgot that you were meant to be enjoying these experiences as well. And you are often out of touch with who you are and what you need and how you feel, because you're so used to putting other people's opinions and thoughts and feelings on a pedestal. And this can often come from a place of being hyper vigilant as a child, because in your childhood, maybe you learned that it was safe and you were only praised when you were doing what other people wanted you to do. Maybe you learned that it is only safe to be the good kid and to follow all of these rules, or otherwise it is unsafe to do so, or you may not receive love consistently when you are actually doing what you want to do rather than what everyone else wants you to do. So when you learn that as a child, you're super impressionable. Your subconscious mind just adopts that as the way to keep yourself safe, and your body learns it as a habit. So when you become an adult, you've conditioned yourself and trained yourself for the last, 20, 30, 40, whatever it is, how many years, to live in this way where you're being constantly hyper aware of, oh, when I do this, then these people don't like that, and it's not safe because then I might experience the feeling of rejection, or I might not receive love consistently. But when I behave in this way that everyone else expects me to be, then it is safe. Then I am safe to be loved, and then I am worthy. And the reality is that couldn't be further from the truth. You are so worthy inherently because you exist, because you are here. You are so worthy. And you performing and constantly behaving in this certain way because you think that that's what other people want will drive you into the mud, and it will exhaust you, and you will be burnt out, and you will be unhappy and out of touch with your body and your soul and your mind, because you are not living in alignment with who you are. You are living in alignment with what you think that everyone else wants you to be. And the reality is that those people don't even want you to be that way. They don't know. They would rather know the real you. And this feeling of unworthiness that is running your life, this core wound and this worry of feeling like you will be rejected, is actually such a different thing when you allow yourself to see it in a different light. Because if you adopt the mindset shift that even if they reject you, even if they do not agree with or align with your most authentic self, that is such a gift. Because the moment that you recognize that someone and you are not in alignment, you don't have to force that connection anymore. And there are people out there who will just align with your natural core self in a way where you can just exist as exactly as you are, and it will feel easy, and it will feel like rest, and it will feel like home, and your heart will feel safe. And when you are constantly performing and acting in a way that you think other people will like you better as, you are not only exhausting yourself, but you're also depriving yourself and those people from meeting people who are more in alignment with them. Because the reality is that there are so many people on this earth, and you will find your tribe, you will find your people, your soul family, you will find your group of friends and family that just align with you and match with you and just fit you in a way where you can just show up as you, and you will never have to perform. So you won't have to come home exhausted and fatigued and tired. And I'm here to tell you that you're just safe to be you, because you are so worthy exactly as you are. And you do not have to perform to feel worthy, because you are worthy inherently, and you have so much value, and you deserve to be seen exactly as you are, because your beauty exists in your uniqueness, not in who you think you should perform as or who you should show up as, just in your core being as you.